major solar outburst. From a human perspective, major solar outburst. From an astrophysical perspective, it was nothing. But
Astrophysical.
it was a mass ejection, actually 2 in a row, that hit us in 1859. It's known as the Carrington event, after Richard Carrington, who first saw the bright solar flares that were associated with it. It was picked up on the primitive magnetometers of the time. And 1859, there were electronics around. It was called the telegraph system. The telegraph system acted as huge antenna that picked up the changing magnetic fields, generated electricity along it, burnt out the telegraph lines, literally set telegraph stations on fire. If we had a Carrington level event now, it would knock out all the huge transformers as it's coming in, probably knock out all the sound lights, GPS systems, communications. I mean, it would really bring us to a point. Are you aware of the Carrington event?
No.
There was a major solar outburst. From a human perspective, major solar outburst. From an astrophysical perspective, it was nothing. But it was a coronal mass ejection, actually 2 in a row, that hit us in 1859. It's known as the Carrington event, after Richard Carrington, who first saw the bright solar flares that were associated with it. It was picked up on the primitive magnetometers of the time. And 1859, there were electronics around. It was called the telegraph system. The telegraph system acted as huge antenna that picked up the changing magnetic fields, generated electricity along it, burnt out the telegraph lines, literally set telegraph stations on fire. If we had a Carrington level event now, it would fry our grid line, knock out all the huge transformers as it's coming in, probably knock out all the sound lights, the GPS systems, communications. I mean, it would really bring us to our knees. Are you aware of the Carrington event?
No.
There was a major solar outburst. From a human perspective, major solar outburst. From an astrophysical perspective, it was nothing. But it was a coronal mass ejection, actually 2 in a row, that hit us in 1859. It's known as the
Tell me what you think about this guy's reaction, okay? I thought it was kind of funny.
I haven't played that game very much. Hardly at all. That's not something I don't know. I'm difficult to beat. But I love to watch this guy play. I watched this last one. This guy, one of the aimless people in America. Because if somebody had picked him up, he didn't just get those kind of skills playing the game. I guarantee he is operating in real life. Okay? And this is the NR. He's gonna get you. And you will never know where he is, and he'll probably get you a mile out. That man is good. I mean, that is insane.
Tell me what you think about this guy's reaction, okay? I thought it was kind of funny.
At this point, the scholars theorize that the transfiguration of Jesus also happened at the time of the New Testament. So the theory is this mountain God's parents changed How cool would that be if in that moment they were outside the realm of time? So when Moses was on top of Mount Sinai, Elijah was on top of Mount Carmel, God was directly speaking to them in the present, but in Moses' time, he would be that moment. And Elijah's time down that side was so and that's why they knew and had full confidence of the coming of the Messiah. Because they directly spoke with Jesus on this mountain. That's such a wild thought to think about. Even the disciples that were witnessing this, they saw like, this is the Son of God, this is God. And he's literally talking to Moses and Elijah right now. Man, that's a weird thing to think about. It makes you wonder if there's something up there, because if the Watchers descended upon this place, they obviously came from this realm. Is there like a weird, I'll just call it like a portal? The scholars theorize that the transfiguration of Jesus also happened at the time.
May I introduce to you Professor Iwatani, the creator of Moonlight.
He's my son.
I know, you good boy.
During Ringgit's disguises scene, Helena Bonnet pretends to be Hermione, and Bellatrix looks to break the Ringgit's vault.
I wish to protect my daughter.
She enlisted
Emma Watson to teach her how to act as Hermione. Emma played this scene in rehearsal so that Helena could analyse and reproduce it, while Emma answered 100 questions about Hermione.
I think she just feels really uncomfortable about the whole thing.
And despite such a difficult challenge, Helena succeeded.
I don't like to be kept waiting. Call me Emma.
During
She did do good.
Helena
She did do good. She did.
Buyback solos, battle royale duos. Surgeon Quasi Surgeon.
They changed this whole game. Is now changed.
Will always be.
Hey, my name's Kay. What's your name? James. It's nice to meet you.
Where's my bag?
You got there. What's that?
Dad gave it to me. It's not for lunch. Where's my dad?
He went to go do something very special. And he wanted me to stay here and take care of his best pal.
Where's you gonna be best?
James, look right here. I will tell you the only thing you ever need to know. Your daddy is a hero.
Your daddy is home.
Take a walk with me. I know a top secret organization that could use a man like you.
Wish I could.
Thank you. See you around, okay? Look out!
Will always be.
Hey, my name's Kay. What's your name? James. It's nice to meet you.
Where's my bag?
You got there. What's that?
Dad gave it to me. It's not for lunch. Where's my dad?
He went to go do something very special. And he wanted me to stay here and take care of his best pal.
Where's you gonna stay?
James, look right here. I will tell you the only thing you ever need to know. Your daddy is a hero. I know a top secret organization that could use a man like you.
Wish I could.
Thank you. See you, brother.
Welcome to Pointsbet Camp.
Check this out. Here's some body numbers. 72,000. Tiny homeless man. That's the shocking life story. And only played in the field. My name is David Music. I'm a retired police officer. I work in the city of Aventura. And I became friends with a homeless man named Richard Clark. Richard was only 4'9", 97 pounds. So in the summer of 2015, while I'm sitting in a Subway sandwich shop with Richard, he decided to tell me his life story. He just said David, it's time. So he said, I was the smallest man that served in the U.S. military, became an officer in the Army, a Green Beret captain in Special Forces. I served in Vietnam with the 101st Airborne and the 3rd Special Forces Group. At the end of his 2 tours, he had Silver Star, 2 Bronze Stars, and 2 Purple Hearts, among a whole bunch of other medals and commendations he received.
Check this out. Give me some. How come one of Saturn's moons, according to scientists, has more oil and natural gas than Earth? Were there dinosaurs and planktons and forests at one point on one of Saturn's moons? Probably not. So if all hydrocarbons aren't from fossils, where are they from? The information that is found on the largest moon on Saturn, which is called Titan, yes, is actually results from NASA, European Space Agency, and the Italian Space Agency, who built this spacecraft called Cassini. Basically, the ocean liquid form of methane. Titan is in such a way that it's very cold, by the way, so it's minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes. Hint, hint, hint. Where's the global warming there, right? It's full of methane there, right? That's another problem because it's far away from the sun. How come one of Saturn's
All
moons,
stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
has more oil and natural gas than Earth? Were there dinosaurs and planktons and forests at one point on one of Saturn's moons? Probably not. So if all hydrocarbons aren't from fossils, where are they from? The information that is found on the largest moon on Saturn, which is called Titan, yes, is actually results from NASA, European Space Agency, and the Italian Space Agency.
I've been doing it too.
Let's get this done.
Well, security, go to some training somewhere. Richard after real songs.
Buyback.
Monday, and then you're going to move a high march.
Grab the cash and be the last team alive to
On my
win.
way,
Cash out early? No worries. You'll automatically redeploy to the war zone. As long as you have the funds.
Master's hometowns, and it was for his retirement flight. We planned our simulated airdrop over right by this Loadmaster's house. I was given a lot of flexibility as long as I could defend that we were getting good training out of it, which we did. I've been given the keys to C-130. Still, just take the C-130 to go do some training somewhere and then make sure that you're at Fort Bliss on Monday, and then you're going to move behind first. On my way, it's low levels of my Loadmaster's accounts, and it was for his retirement flight. We
Marking contract.
planned our simulated airdrop over a point that was right by this Loadmaster's house. I was given a lot of flexibility as long as I could defend that we were getting good training out of it, which we did. I've been given the keys to the C-130. Still, just take the C-130 to go do some training somewhere and make sure that you're at Fort Bliss on Monday, and then you're going to move a high Mars into the White Sands Missile Range. On my way, I came up with a training plan where we did some low levels of...
Targets are up. Go take them down.
And
you're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
A point that was right by... I was given a lot of flexibility as long as I could defend that we were getting good training out of it, which we did. I've been given the keys to the C-130. Still, just take the C-130 to go do some training somewhere and then make sure that you're at Fort Bliss on Monday, and then you're going to move a high Mars into the White Sands Missile Range. On my way, I came up with a training plan where we did some low level pounds, and it was for his retirement flight.
Gas is moving.
A point that was right by this Loadmaster's house. I was given a lot of flexibility as long as I could defend that we were getting good training out of it, which we did. I've been given the keys to the C-130. Still, just take the C-130 to go do some training somewhere and then make sure that you're at Fort Bliss on Monday, and then you're going to move a high Mars into the White Sands Missile Range. On my way, I came up with a training plan where we did some low levels up in one of my Loadmaster's hometowns, and it was for his retirement flight. We planned our simulated airdrop over a point that was right by this Loadmaster's house. I was given a lot of flexibility as long as I could defend that we were getting good training out of it, which we did. I've been given the keys to the C-130. Still, just take the C-130 to go do some training somewhere and then make sure that you're at Fort Bliss on Monday, and then you're going to move a high Mars into the White Sands Missile Range. On my way, I came up with a training plan that did some low levels of my Loadmaster's hometowns, and it was for his retirement.
Come on, quick, show me some skin. Yeah. Come on, quick, show me some skin. This guy up here. Just flop.
Oh!
Your squad mate is eliminated. Most wanted contract failed.
Show me some more. Show me some more.
Marking contract.
Come on, quick, show me some skin. This guy up here.
supply drop inbound. There's a bounty on your head. Eliminate enemies and secure supply caches to get rid of it. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Something. Let's go! The CIA representatives refer to the case as a, quote, horrific picture that makes one's blood freeze, quote. A quiet, low-flying spaceship appeared above a military unit for unknown reasons.
Oh, I love the alien ones. Those are so cool.
With 5 short humanoids, large heads, and large black eyes, and quote, emerged from it. What? That's not even crazy. After freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens get close together, then quote, merged into a system. The object began to buzz and begin to show, and became brilliant bright. Smoke holes. That's crazy. I came across.
Got gas moving in.
Oh!
It's a valiant effort. Search base for debrief. Be advised, your squad mate's down. Most wanted contract failed.
Hit with 5 short humanoids, large heads, and large black eyes. That's not even crazy. After freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens came close.
Taking the lead.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Taking the lead.
These are the most terrifying and creepy sounds of war. At number 5, we have CRAM. Incoming. At number 4, we have the Trumpets of Jericho. This was the nickname given to the sound made by the Junkers Ju-87, otherwise known as the Stuka bomber. This aircraft had 2 sirens attached to the plane. Each time the Stuka began dive bombing, this sound punctured the air. At number 3, we have the F-16 strafe sound. This one simply sounds like something coming out of the 7th circle of hell. Click here for part 2. These are the most terrifying and creepy sounds of war. At number 5, we have CRAM. Incoming.
This man made a unique discovery. 14 years ago, he had a dream where something strange pointed to a place and ordered him to dig. For the next 14 years in a small town in Armenia, the man, armed only with determination and the support of his relatives, tirelessly excavated in the rocky terrain. And when they came across clay vessels and various artifacts hinting at the existence of something important buried beneath the surface, they continued digging with double zeal. It was only after 14 years of hard work that they stumbled upon a passage into a mysterious structure. Once inside, it turned out that there were hidden leadership books.
Get geared up and stand by.
With black liquid. But what was in the books belonged to, I showed in the main channel.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
This man made a discovery. 14 years ago, for the next 2 years in a small town in Armenia, the man armed with determination and the support of his relatives
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
And when they came across clay vessels and various artifacts hinting at the existence of something important buried beneath the surface,
let's get
they
this shit
continued
done.
Digging with double zeal.
Word came
It was
down.
only
We are
after
green to
14
go.
years of
Gear
hard
up.
work
Grab your
that they
chutes.
stumbled
We're going to the
upon
war
a
zone.
passage into a
We're cleared
mysterious
hot on all
structure.
threats.
Once inside,
Watch your ass down there.
that there were hidden many leadership books and a huge sarcophagus with black liquid.
I'll see you on the other side.
Inside the sarcophagus, and these books belong to the main channel.
Buyback.
Check the link in the profile.
Money is power, soldiers. Line your pockets with enough cash and you'll redeploy to the war zone automatically. Last team standing
I had a
wins.
dream where something strange pointed to a place and ordered him to dig. For the next 14 years in a small town in Armenia, the man armed only with determination and the support of his relatives tirelessly excavated in the rocky terrain. And when he came across clay vessels and various artifacts hinting at the existence of something important buried beneath the surface, they continued digging with double zeal. It was only after 14 years of hard work that they stumbled into a mysterious structure. Once inside, it turned out that there was a chambers and a huge sarcophagus with black liquid. But what was hidden
Marking
inside the
contract.
sarcophagus and who these books belong to, I showed in the main channel. Check the link in the profile description. It boggles the mind. This man made a unique discovery. 14 years ago, he had a dream where something strange pointed to a place and ordered him to dig. For the next 14 years in a small town in Armenia, the man armed only with determination and the support of his relatives tirelessly excavated in the rocky terrain. And when they came across clay vessels and various artifacts hinting at the existence of something important buried beneath the surface, they continued digging with
Eliminate all targets.
hard work that they stumbled upon a passage into a mysterious structure. Once inside, it turned out
Fuck!
sarcophagus with black liquid. And what was in
Almost. Damn, boy. Damn.
Check the link in the profile description. It boggles the mind. This man made a unique discovery.
Gas is closing
Years
in.
ago, he had a dream where something strange pointed to a place and ordered him to dig. For the next 14 years in a small town in Armenia, the man armed only with determination and the support of his relatives and when they came across clay vessels and various artifacts hinting at the existence of something important buried beneath the surface, they continued digging with double zeal. It was only after 14 years of hard work that they stumbled upon a passage into a mysterious structure. Once inside, it turned out that there were hidden many leadership books and a huge sarcophagus with black liquid. But what was hidden inside the sarcophagus and who these books belong to, I showed on the main channel. Check the link in the profile description. It boggles the mind. This man made a unique discovery. 14 years ago, he had a dream where something strange pointed to a place and ordered him to dig. For the next 4...
What's your credit score?
785.
590.
Like 800.
6 something?
748.
I don't know.
No idea.
I've never checked.
Do you want to check right now? It'll literally take you 3 minutes. Just download Clear Score.
57?
748.
But we'll get those some bitches next time.
You can check.
For the people in the military, right? Yeah, don't you like that?
Oh, what's your credit score?
For the people in the military, bro. Why y'all gotta roll this man don't you like that?
Well, I figured I'd answer this question for you, but I guess, why do you listen to your dad? He talks to you in a similar fashion. Fear. Respect. Because if you don't, there's going to be consequences. Well, it's the same thing for the Army and the drill sergeant, except there's half a dozen of us, and we're all combat veterans that are just filled up to here
with PTSD and looking for an outlet. So you probably shouldn't test this too far. But either way, consequences. One of them being that if you get a negative discharge, you're probably never going to get a job in the federal government. So, all those things added up together. I guess my question is, who's your daddy?
For the people in the military, bro. Why y'all let a grown-ass man talk to you like that?
Oh, hey. Figured I'd answer this question for you, but I guess, why do you listen to your dad when he talks to you in a similar fashion? Fear? Respect? Because if you don't, there's going to be consequences. Well, it's the same thing for the Army and the drill sergeant, except there's half a dozen of us, and we're all combat veterans that are just filled up to here with PTSD and looking for an out.
Our plan is to use a green dye as a tracker dye, and you pour it in the water, and you watch for it to come out somewhere, and you'll know that that's the pathway that the water is taking. Is there an underground opening that the water fell into?
You guys should take a look at this. I don't have any control over it. It's shut itself off. It's turned it back on, and it just goes right past my passcode.
Even the National Security Agency doesn't even have the technology to hack that kind of encryption. Let's get back to what we're here for. I say dig on. Hey, Thomas, we're going to do a quick check on that spot. Where'd the water go? Thomas has dug all the way down to about 16 feet, and we still don't know where that 45,000 gallons of water was. Our plan is to use a green dye as a tracker dye.
Use this time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon. All stations, green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
Gang's all here. Word came down. We are green to go. So gear up, grab your chutes. We're going to the war zone. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
I just might be a ninja.
Let's roll.
Oh, fucking it.
Buyback. Grab the cash and be the last team alive to win. Cash out early? No worries. You'll automatically redeploy to the war zone, as long as you have the funds.
How the fuck do you do that?
What's your power? Does she have like, yeah. Find another seat, please.
Takes on especially when the greatest assistant. I want to rate that would make black when they finish part time. And I want to rate with one.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hunt down the enemy.
Building curriculum. The system where everything. Give me one second. Ran to the back. The system looked at the ring and said, ran back to King Solomon. As King Solomon already started the event of the system. King Solomon, I have the ring. King Solomon starts laughing. So let me see.
They have also stated in previous interviews that American soldiers' body parts began showing up in the base gate in trash bags. Let's start with the trash bags. What hurts me the most about the trash bags probably happened a couple years ago. Tom's spouse's body parts were in that trash bag. And she can't use trash bags. She just can't use trash trash bags anymore to think of the... I don't know what the delivery was for. I don't know if it was to give them back. That's just the only way to do it after they hack them apart. And that's sad when that's how you identify people, is in body parts and trash bags delivered to the front gate. I think the body parts were from...
You're losing ground. Move it.
Gary Gordon and Randy Shugart, maybe one of the crew chiefs.
You have also stated in previous interviews that American soldiers' body parts began showing up at the base gate in trash bags. Let's start with the trash bags.
What hurts me the most
This is sad.
about the trash bags probably happened a couple.
You know, in my mind, I'm thinking about this conversation that I just had, and I'm just like thinking about like, you know, I was fully stood my ground, and I was like, I think this. This person was like, oh yeah, well, I know better than you, and you're wrong. And I was like, okay, and I was like, but this is my. Like, and then I'm like, and then this other thing, and they're like, wow, it's been 23 years, maybe. And I was like, wow.
Cardio-wise, I got overcoming.
I was like, and I think this other person would think this other thing about that, and then she was like, oh.
Welcome to my crib. Always
I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna bring it to work. You don't have this problem.
The OG one
I'm just gonna bring it to work.
Like a lot cardio-wise, I got overcoming bike, a treadmill, stairmaster, full cardio.
Whatever.
Welcome to my crib. Always wanted to do that. People have been like fucking a little extreme to have your own gym. Like, yes, of course it's a little extreme. So very important to the gym. The OG one, you see doors, gates, blood and guts. I like to try and play a lot cardio-wise. I got overcoming bike, a treadmill, stairmaster, full cardio. Welcome to my crib. Always wanted to do that. People have been like fucking a little extreme to have your own gym. I'm like, yes, of course it's a little extreme. So very important to the gym. The OG ones you see doors, gates, blood and guts. I like to try and play a lot cardio-wise. I got overcoming bike, a treadmill, stairmaster, full cardio.
Okay, I have 2 slots. Can we all just get along?
Welcome to my crib. Always wanted to do that. People have been like fucking a little extreme to have your own gym. I'm like, yes, of course it's a little extreme. So very important to the gym. The OG ones you see doors, gates, blood and guts. I like to try and play a lot cardio-wise. I got overcoming bike, a treadmill, stairmaster, full cardio.
This game is so chill. Like, that's what I like about this one. You know, you can get it chill or you can get it extreme. You can get it both ways. You can get it any way you just need to fucking play the game. The game fucking involves for you. The game is constantly evolving. That's why I like it a lot.
Cardio-wise, I got overcoming bike, a treadmill, stairmaster.
It's also very dynamic, and it's also very, like, up to everyone around you. Like, it's a community of people. Like, this game is such an interesting fucking game.
Very important to the gym. The OG ones you see.
So the B1 had this system, it would keep you and hug the ground at whatever altitude on this one mission.
Loadout drop headed your way.
To test out a nuclear weapon. The lowest we could fly was 400 feet. But for this weapon, I had never been at 200 feet.
Gas is closing in.
Can I just say, this is going to be so left field, but, you know, the world is really changing. And I know a lot of people are like, you know, oh, we're fighting fucking this and we're fighting that. I know I'm being very vague. But, like, you know, it wasn't just yesterday that the world was so different. And, like, you know, nowadays, everything's about health and fitness. And there's Orange Theory, F24, Good Life, fucking Crunch, community centers, rock climbing gyms. There's tons of rock climbing gyms opening up all over. It's like an interesting community. I wish I had more friends or random people that knew how to, like, lead climb.
Gas is inbound.
Okay, cleared down. So Rizzo goes, so we're not going to have time to level off at 1,000 feet and step it down to 200 feet. And we're shooting at 5 miles. But the system worked perfectly. 200 feet. It's over the target, drop the bomb, and so the B-1 had this you have hugged the ground at whatever altitude you got.
This is the ridge.
My lawyer said if you call the utility company and tell them you're sending a check, they legally cannot shut off their power. So I thought, okay, for 10 years, at 8:00 in the morning, on the date of disconnection, I would call the public utility district to say I'm sending in a check. And after a while, I heard this noise, and then many years later, I messaged with people because, you know, you're a legend. I go, what do you mean? He says, we all gather around the phone, 8:01. On disconnection day, betting that Stamets would not call. And everybody bet that I would not call lost their bets, and at the end, everyone would just cheer. It's Paul, and I think they're having a party in the background. No, it's Paul. That's hilarious. My lawyer said if you call the utility company and tell them you're sending a check, they legally cannot shut off your power. So I thought, oh. My lawyer said, there's a gamer coming out. That should I tell him? Please don't. Great.
Failure ain't fatal. Just an opportunity to do better.
Boom!
A series of floods occurred in 2001. Little did people know that they would recover a previously unknown civilization known as the Golden Culture in southeastern Iran. This civilization came about in the early Bronze Age, a civilization awash with beautiful artifacts, such as chloride stone vessels and ceramics that boasted complex iconography. But what really fascinated archaeologists were the discoveries of cuneiform scripts that were way ahead of its time, and could be one of the earliest forms of writing found to date. Some people even claim Giraffe could be the fabled Arata, a mythical Sumerian city of gold much like El Dorado, supposedly housed a goddess. When a series of floods occurred in 2001, little did people know that they would encounter
there's a rain announcer here that'll just
civilization
call a
known
couple
as the
names
Giraffe
and help you
culture
enjoy
in
yourselves.
southeastern Iran. This civilization came about in the
Can't wait
early
to see y'all down here.
A civilization
It really works.
awash
You're in
with
Buffalo, New
beautiful
York.
artifacts, such as
If you're
chloride
in
stone
Buffalo
vessels
today and you happen
and
to be
ceramics
at
that boasted
Riverworks, you want to see some good old fancy.
But what
He has
really
like fucking
fascinated
salt and pepper in
archaeologists
his
were the
fucking
discoveries of
mustache.
cuneiform scripts that were way ahead of its time and could be one of the earliest forms of writing.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I know this is gonna sound really gay, but like I recognize a really good-looking, well-dressed, well-fucking groomed, fucking healthy, fucking smart, fucking attractive, fucking got it together. And you know what I'm always like? Hey, you're looking great. Nice hair.
This civilization came about in the
Great
early
eyebrows.
Bronze Age, a civilization of
I don't actually say that one.
such as chloride stone vessels and ceramics that
Great fucking facial features. I don't say that one either.
were the discoveries of
But like I throw compliments when I get them, like all the time. Like when people like do something that's like really like,
some
I'm
people
like,
even claim Giraffe could be the fabled Arata, a mythical Sumerian city of gold much like El Dorado, which supposedly housed a goddess. When a series of floods occurred in 2001, little did people know that they would uncover a previously unknown civilization known as the Giraffe culture in southeastern Iran. This civilization came about in the early civilization washed with beautiful artifacts, such as chloride stone vessels and ceramics that boasted complex iconography. But what really fascinated archaeologists were the discoveries of cuneiform scripts that were way ahead of its time and could be one of the earliest forms of writing found to date. Some people even claim Giraffe could be the fabled Arata, a mythical Sumerian city of gold much like El Dorado, which supposedly housed a goddess. When a series of floods occurred in 2001, little did people know that they would uncover a previously unknown civilization known as the Giraffe culture in southeastern Iran. This civilization came about in the early Bronze Age, a civilization
Enemies
evolved
dropping into the AO.
such as chloride
Check your
stone
gear and
vessels
weapons.
and
We'll be
ceramics
deploying
that
shortly.
boasted But what really fascinated archaeologists were the discoveries of cuneiform scripts that were way ahead of its time and could be one of the earliest forms of writing found to date. Some people even claim Giraffe could be the fabled Arata, a mythical Sumerian city of gold much like El Dorado, which supposedly housed a goddess. When a series of floods occurred in 2001, little did people know that they would uncover a previously unknown civilization known as the Giraffe culture in southeastern Iran.
This civilization came about
Oh, come on, don't die!
artifact, such as fluoride stones.
Who's this bitch? Who's this bitch?
Enemy soldier
Who's this
incoming.
bitch?
But what really fascinated
Who?
archaeologists were the discoveries.
Who are you? Oh.
Could be the fabled Barada, a mythical
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Why do you adopt black children? It's a real question for me.
I got a question. Why are there so many black children that need to be adopted? My second question is, why do you care who adopts them? And
Oh.
Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your chutes. Clear hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
So there's no harmful chemicals that damage your health. And for me,
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Let's get this done.
Give me a safer and more natural way to unwind. And ever since I started using it, I've been more relaxed.
These drills that they used in Egypt were capable.
Money is power, soldiers. Line your pockets with enough cash and you'll redeploy to the war zone automatically.
This is such
Last
an
team
important
standing
piece of
wins.
history, such a fascinating thing to examine. Look, this
Like, here comes the truth. Finally, they're gonna, like, fucking show the ancient fucking artifacts and ancient fucking machines they found, and the ancient fucking technologies they've discovered, and fucking chemicals, and the fucking different periodic elements that we actually have on this planet, and, like, all this other fucking shit that they've fucking been hiding. Oh, how about portals? We will talk about that shit. We will talk about fucking mind control, and fucking frequencies, and fucking energy, and fucking quick, easy ways of fucking powering shit.
10,000 of an inch by 500 all of the 100
marking contract. Wow. So these drills that they used in Egypt were capable of drilling 500 times more than
This guy is being chased by forces of 12 countries, and they still can't catch him. Meet John Cleanse, a mastermind mafia boss from Nigeria. John was a smart boy in school and always had good grades, but one day when he came home after school, he witnessed something that completely traumatized him. His parents were unalived and lying on the floor in front of him. Upon asking people, they told him that K.I., a mafia boss of that time, had unalived them. After the tragic loss of his parents, John dedicated his life to seeking justice. With his sharp mind, he wasn't just any kid, he was someone with a mission. John delved into the underworld, learning the ways of the mafia, all while keeping his true intentions hidden. As years passed, John climbed the ranks, becoming a well-known mastermind in the criminal world. He was always one step ahead, using his intelligence to outsmart the authorities and his rivals. John's reputation eventually brought him face-to-face with Kai, the very person.
Ever wondered what caused the downfall
Gas is
of
moving.
Sumerians? Their 4500 to 1900 BC Mesopotamian civilization, known for innovations in agriculture and writing, crumbled due to a mix of challenges.
You're clear to engage on
Overuse
target.
of rivers for irrigation, herd
You've
farming,
been marked as a most wanted target.
competition,
Kill enemies and secure supply cache
and
with the close
nomadic
contract
invasion
on your head.
disrupted their way of life. These factors combined to bring down this once great civilization. What challenges do you think face civilizations today? Ever wondered what caused the downfall of the mighty Sumerians? Their 4500 to 1900 BC Mesopotamian civilization, known for innovations in agriculture and writing, crumbled due to a mix of challenges. Overuse of rivers for irrigation, herd farming, competition, and nomadic invasion disrupted their way of life. These factors combined to bring down this once great civilization. What challenges do you think face civilizations today? Ever wondered what caused the downfall of the mighty Sumerians? Their 4500 to 1900 BC Mesopotamian civilization, known for Ever wondered what caused
This guy is going to feel like Iron Man. His name is Alex Birkin.
No aircraft is going to go in by themselves, like 4 ship of my A-10 buddies, like, let's go by ourselves, unalone and unafraid. We force package everything. That's one technology. Think about it, right? We're stacking up different aircrafts based off of their unique. Have you heard of the Russian scientists who get himself that they 5 million bacteria.
For fungicide?
Oh. Those Russian scientists named Dr. Grobsbach digging into the permafrost in Siberia, they discovered this bacteria that was so far down, it was still living. But they tested this bacteria on mice, plants, and the mice and plants lived way longer in the crops. They died that way. They're going to this thing could.
I'm sorry.
People, animals, and plants all living longer than they should. There's a town pretty close to the dominant bacteria, and people live way longer than all the other animals. So he was basically.
Oh my god, he was doing Harry Potter.
He had an older flu. Yeah, he's going to get So it got me thinking. The Bible times, how they lived 9 of them.
One thing is for certain about the solar, it gets people mad.
How am I supposed to see? How am I supposed to see? Go, 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 Tokyo! Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, what's with the DNA?
What? I didn't even know where I was. Make that shit make sense, bro.
It's precisely about the solar, it gets people.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
I like this guy. Okay, I need to...
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Go, 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 Tokyo.
Most wanted contract closed. Supply drops inbound on your location. Good work.
Oh!
I didn't even know where I was. Make that shit make sense, bro.
One thing
Oh! Snap! I got it to the same way. Fucking bitch ass. You're a bitch ass. You know you're a bitch ass? Yeah, you're a bitch ass. Oh, bitch ass. Oh my god. Oh, great. Dead! Fucking hell!
Ground. Move it.
Make that shit make sense, bro.
One thing is for certain about the solar, it gets people mad.
Fucking bitch ass.
You and then fucking shit.
Oh, there's no deploy kit. What the fuck? There's no deploy kit? The fuck? What am I gonna do now? Oh, damn, girl. Damn, girl. The fuck is this shit? The fuck is this shit here?
Make that shit make sense, bro.
I know, bro.
One thing is for certain about the solar, it gets people mad.
Listen, there's a lot.
One thing is for certain.
Listen, there's a lot of ways to get out of military service, but what you probably shouldn't do is pretend to be medically severely retarded. Like this guy did. South Korea mandates that every 18 to 21-year-old male do at least 2 years of military service. Won Chen-yan, well, he's an esports gamer. In fact, he's very good at it. Obviously a skilled esports player, he should be able to get out of his military service. Just not that he's not gonna let one roadblock discourage him. Oh no, he's gonna find another reason why he doesn't have to serve.
Oh, yeah.
Only way out. With Iwani.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing that I've always wanted to ask. What do you think was happening before the Big Bang?
Yeah. One is it could be that the Big Bang was an interesting event, but not the first event. It may have experienced its own Big Bangs, maybe a collection of Big Bangs that may extend infinitely far into the past. However, another answer is that the very question may not make as much sense. Point point me in the direction of north. I want to walk in the northward direction. They point you, continue to walk. But when you get to the North Pole and talk to somebody there and say, hey, how do I go further north? They look at you and say, whoa, that question doesn't mean anything because there's no notion of going further north than the North Pole. But if you go to 13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang, that may be where time started. And you can't go further back in time than the Big Bang.
I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret that mankind has been trying to decipher. This one little
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe
Now,
zone.
you know, this is one of the oldest symbols in human history, right? This symbol was found in
Gas
the
drop is en route.
and it is the molecular bird. The same symbol has been found in the forbidden temples in China, sitting under the fruitful dog. Saying whoever controlled that flower of life controls the universe. There were secrets in that flower of life that Da Vinci spent his whole life trying to uncover. There were secrets in that flower of life that Newton spent his whole life in secret trying to uncover. Same secrets that Pythagoras was desperately trying to uncover. But the problem was they kept seeing this in a two-dimensional space. But they were misled by something called straight line. I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret that mankind has been trying to decipher. This one little thing.
You got gas moving in.
Now you know
Ooh, this guy is fucking sexy.
right? This simple
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I just feel kind of hot. It's like, whoa, this heat came over me. Like,
the same symbol has been found in the forbidden temples in China, sitting under the fruitful dog. Saying whoever controls that flower of life, that flower of life that Newton spent his whole life in secret trying to uncover. Same secrets that Pythagoras was desperately trying to uncover. But the problem was they kept
Black
seeing
site's clear.
this in a
Area
two-dimensional
secure.
space. They couldn't get it out of this two-dimensional frame, and as a result, they got stuck in this plane. Flat plane. They were misled by something I think called a straight line. I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret that mankind has been trying to decipher. This one little thing called the flower of the
like this real? Because I ain't such a weird by a fucking ladder. Like, wow, this shit is this guy.
FanDuel, North America's #1 sports book.
What did I just pick up?
This is Milky season. FanDuel.
A bunker key card.
FanDuel, North America's #1 sports book.
Vehicle marked.
This is Milky season. FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. FanDuel, North America's #1 sports book.
North America's. After living for many years, Deadpool's healing factor became a curse when death finally came for his 97-year-old daughter. As Deadpool couldn't bear to exist in a world without her, he embarks on a journey to kill death. However, Eleanor arrives to stop her father, explaining that she has lived a full life and wants to die. Knowing that Deadpool doesn't want to outlive her, Eleanor proposes a plan to detonate a neutrino bomb, giving them a quick, painless death. Deadpool asks if she's sure there won't be a trace of him left, since he's afraid that a part of him will survive and regenerate. But Eleanor tells him that the bomb has the power of the Black Hole. In his final moments, Deadpool hugs his daughter and dies peacefully in her arms. After living for many years, Deadpool's healing factor.
It's illegal for you to put a military weapon in a private vehicle. And so I had to do private. We had to draw weapons. We would pressure jumps. We had to go on and get up. He gets a weapon. I didn't know he was serious. This gun got to the truck. Switched up here. By the time he showed up, I already got the phone call. Hey, tell him come here real quick. I need to tell him he's got a weapon in his vehicle. That's a big deal. Like a new guy, he should know better. Make him do a bunch of push-ups until you get tired, right? And so I got to do a push-ups, and I had this girl there. She's like 5, and she gets mad. Don't make up push-ups. And she's like getting on my ass about that's wrong, blah blah blah. I said, what army did you come from? I just realized, man, the army started to fall apart. This actually was one of the reasons I retired out of the army in 2001. It's illegal for you to put a military weapon in a vehicle. And so I had to do private. You got to draw weapons from jump, so we had to go around headquarters to get him. He gets his weapon. I didn't know he did this.
Gas is inbound.
Up here. By the time he showed up, I already got the phone call.
No way.
So got a weapon in a vehicle.
Sorry,
That's a big deal. He's a new guy. He should have known better.
Oh!
And she's mad. I just feel like, man, the Army's just starting to fall apart. This is going to blow your mind. A single ruler, a monumental task, and a legacy that lasts millennia. Dive into this. It's illegal for you to put a military weapon. So I had a new private. We had to draw weapons. You know, he gets his weapon. I didn't know he did this. He took his gun and got into his truck. Drove his truck around the company area. By the time he showed up, I already got the phone calls. You know, hey, so-and-so got a weapon in a vehicle. And that's a big deal. He's a new guy. Should have known better. Make him do a bunch of push-ups until you get tired, right? And so I got to do push-ups, and I had this.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
And she gets mad to make him do push-ups. And she's like getting on my ass about it. That's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I said, where did the Army do come from? And I just realized, man, the Army is just starting to fall apart. This actually was one of the reasons I retired out of the Army in 2001. It's illegal for you to put a military weapon in a privately owned vehicle. And so I had a new private. We had to draw weapons. We were going to do a parachute jump, so we had to go around a headquarters building. You know, he gets his weapon. I didn't By the time he showed up, I already got the phone calls. You know, hey, this is going to blow your mind.
This is going to blow your mind.
A monumental task and a legacy that lasts
It's going to blow your mind.
Dive into the story of King Narmer. Over 5,000 years ago, an extraordinary leader emerged in the Nile Valley. King Narmer, also known as Menes, wasn't just any ruler who achieved what seemed impossible, the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. Picture this Narmer wearing both the white and red crown, symbols of his rule over the vast lands. His most iconic artifact, the Narmer Palette. This isn't just art, it's a historical document etched in stone, showcasing his victories and the merging of two worlds into a single powerful dynasty. So next time
you've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Loadout drop headed your way.
This is going to blow your mind. A single ruler, a monumental task, and a legacy that lasts millennia. Dive into the story of King Narmer. Over 5,000 years ago, an extraordinary leader emerged in the Nile Valley. King Narmer, also known as Menes, wasn't just any ruler who achieved what seemed impossible, the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. Picture this Narmer wearing both the white and...
Did you see that high schooler? It's trending on TikTok. He jumped the cruise ship on his...
Enemy buy station incoming.
I went on a big trip with a bunch of other high schools to the Bahamas, and he was there to jump into the shark-infested waters.
Gas is closing in.
That's like the danger in Bahamas. And like witnesses say that he didn't know that it was shark infested. So I'm like, okay, I'll give that point. Everybody's saying that legal age in America to drink is 18, so they don't know if the kids under drink. But at the same time, it's like a so it's like I'll think that he would. You know what I mean? Jumps in the water. Like some white thing in the water, right? And he directs when he's going. What are you doing, right? As soon as the guy dips the video, you're like, oh yeah, fam, just vanished. Did you see that high schooler? It's trending on TikTok. Who jumped the cruise ship on his graduation trip? There's this guy that went on a big trip with a bunch of other high schools to the Bahamas, and he was there to jump into the shark-infested waters. This kid fucking jumped in Bahamas. And like witnesses say that he didn't know that it was shark infested. So I'm like, okay, I'll give that point. Everybody's saying that it's legal age in America to drink is 18. Yeah. So they don't know if the kids under the are drinking. But at the same time, it's a grad trip, so it's like I would think that they would. You know what I mean? He jumps into the water, right? And there's a video of it, and everybody's screaming in the video, yo, go to the buoy, right?
Gas deployments are discontinued. Banks closed, so
in the water,
no
right?
refunds, no absolutely no feedback. 25 remain. Solid work so far.
As soon as the
Flag rates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
Did you see that high schooler? It's trending on TikTok. Who jumped the cruise ship on his graduation trip? There's this guy that went on a big
Be advised, enemies deployed a buy station.
The Bahamas, and he was
dare to jump into the shark-infested waters.
This kid fucking jumped off! You're losing ground.
That's
Move
like
it.
the
In danger,
danger in Bahamas. And like witnesses say that he didn't know that it was shark-infested. So I'm like, okay, I'll give that point. Everybody's saying that illegal age in America to drink is 18.
Yeah.
So they don't know if kids on the ship were drinking. But at the same time, it's a grad trip, so it's like, I would think that he would. You know what I mean? He jumps into the water, right? And there's a video of this, and everybody's screaming, holy, right?
The video.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
I was hired to break into a major bank when I first went into the lobby of the skyscraper.
Gas is closing in. Locating the safe zone.
That could have been bad. And then you could use your access card to get to the elevator to go up to your floor. So what I did is I found a number to the Elysium office of the building. I called it. I said I was Jim Smith, that we just had a fire in the building. Very next day, I'm now walking around with Elysium